Guten Tag! I'm back in Stuttgart, Germany, and I'll be taking a flight in a few hours to London on board an aircraft that has a bit of history behind it. Let's fly! I've flown to and out of Germany countless times, and Stuttgart is the airport I normally use, and this is one of the rare occurrences by which I don't get a bus gate. My aircraft for today, Golf Echo Uniform Oscar Echo, is right here, parked at this jetway. And last time I boarded at Stuttgart through one of these was in 2014. This A319 was 21 years old at the time, so out of the A320 family aircraft we've seen on this channel, this is one of the older ones. But not only that, this specific A319 has gone through some trouble in the past. I'll talk about it once we're on board.
Yeah, so it looks like they boarded everyone, and see, next to me's open. I'm switching.
The first thing I noticed when I entered this aircraft was the mood lighting. I did not expect it to be present on an A319 of this age, but it's an astounding touch. I'm pretty sure these seats are the standard product on British Airways short haul. And interestingly, I've seen the seat model before. United uses it on some of their 737NGs, and it's generally common around the world. It includes quite a large tray table, which is nice, and an enormous seat pocket. And the tray table includes a cup grove. Another thing I like about this seat model is that it's padded generously, even including an adjustable headrest. In my opinion, this makes it a bit more comfortable than the seats on Lufthansa. The legroom is okay, especially for a flight of this route, but I've seen better. Cabin crew handed out these sanitizing wipes. I'm glad there are some airlines that still do that. We'll be taking a look at the seat pocket contents at cruise. As I was on board this A319 Airbus, I didn't think much of it other than it just being another A319 operated by British Airways. Well, boy was I wrong, because like I said earlier, this aircraft, Golf Echo Uniform Oscar Echo, has a bit of history behind it. Let's go back to May 24th of 2013. British Airways Flight 762. It was a scheduled passenger flight from London to Helsinki, Finland, operated by this plane. Yes, the one I'm on right now. After the A319 took off from London, the engine cowling doors on both engines fell off due to a mistake made by the maintenance crew who worked on the aircraft the day before. Eventually the right engine caught fire, but thankfully the plane returned safely and no one was injured. Some of you may have heard of this incident. It's not known by many, but it did get quite a bit of coverage compared to other incidents. There are a few flight sim recreations on YouTube of that flight, like even the Flight Channel, who I watch a lot, covered that incident in one of his videos. I was very surprised to find out that this was the aircraft involved in Flight 762, but based on this experience, I can confirm that it's made a good comeback to service. Without further ado, let's go to London.
In more than about 10 minutes, so I'll get back to you, give you some more opposite information. As I said, here in the flight deck, we won't be landing about 2. That's all for me for now. I will leave you in the capable hands of our captain.
People living through the most challenging times of their lives in the UK. Securely fastened. If you are seated by the window and have lowered the blinds, please return to the still open position.
And we're back on the ground. We've covered British Airways before, on long haul, they were great. But how are they on short haul, you may be asking? I gotta say, also great. Everything from the cabin aesthetics to the cabin crew was a charm. Also, the seats were very comfortable. The legroom is pretty mediocre, sure, but with the padding taken into account, I'd be down to flying this aircraft for even 3 hours. The onboard service was pretty standard for a route like this, but compared to their Oneworld Alliance partner, Iberia, which doesn't offer any complimentary service on short-haul routes, it's a number of steps above. This brings us to my final score, which is 7.4 out of 10. Another win for British Airways. I totally recommend this airline if flying with them ends up being the best option for you. It's not the best airline I've ever seen, but certainly nowhere near the worst.
Doors to manual and cross-check, please. Doors to manual and cross-check.